all the AMG needs, a couple things. Overall, really solid car. If you guys are just tuning in, this is my new, to me, 2010 E63 AMG. And one of the first things we discussed in the last video that this car is gonna need, like yesterday, immediately, is tires. These ones in the rear, you know, down to the wires, down to the cords. Front ones, although they look better from the outside, they're dry cracked, hard as a rock, split, completely dangerous all around. So this thing needs tires, so I was gonna order some. Then I started looking at the wheels. They've got some pitting over here. Not really any curb damage that I've seen, but just 12 years of, you know, pitting. Aluminum does this, you know, especially in areas where moisture and maybe salt can get up in. So if you wanted to be a perfectionist, the wheels could use a refinish. So obviously the next logical thing to do is start looking at completely aftermarket wheels and tires. I really did like this car back in 2010 and 2011, and I think 2012 was an option. There was a awesome set of 19-inch twin 5-spoke alloy wheels, original AMG wheels. I've always thought they look so sick on these cars and so awesome on the C63 AMGs as well. So this car obviously came with the 18s, you know, just a regular 5-spoke design. Definitely not a bad looking wheel, but you know, if we're gonna be upgrading tires and therefore wheels as well, you know, we can do better than that. So I started looking around for some of these 19-inch AMG wheels, and all I could find was some on eBay that were like literally $3,000 for non-original, curbed, just beat up wheels, which was completely absurd to me. I think it was a $2,500 option back in the day, but obviously they don't make them anymore. You can get replicas, but only in like an 18, or I think even a 19, but they don't say AMG on them, and they're not exact replicas, and the finishes aren't really what I liked. So long story short, I started like a week-long search looking for wheels. I really like the twin 5-spoke design on just about my C6 Z06. The factory wheels were a twin 5-spoke design. The completely custom set of in-curve forged 3-piece wheels that I had built for that car, split 5-spoke design, completely built the way that I wanted to my specs. Looks awesome on that car. So I really wanted to find something that was similar to those factory 19-inch AMG wheels, but you know, just a little bit more, and hopefully in a 20-inch. I had 20-inch wheels on my E55 AMG, and I absolutely loved how it looked. Nice, clean, single 5-spoke design, but you know, wanted something like that. It took me forever to find anything. When I did find things, they were discontinued or not made anymore, out of stock, back ordered, whatever. So I finally found some. I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna show you guys what I found, and we'll get to test fitting these things. All right, so here's what we got. These are wheels made by Advanti. I had never heard of them before, but they have a really good lineup of wheels. I've seen a bunch of their wheels now that I've been looking for a while. And this particular model is the Rein, R-E-I-N, I believe. Yes, R-E-I-N. These are 20 by 9.5, all around. Clean, simple, 5-spoke design. Silver finish, I think is gonna look really nice on this car. And the best part about all this is, I mentioned earlier, a lot of these 5-spoke designs are obsolete or hard to find, whatever. I think this is a discontinued wheel, but I found a manufacturer that had a whole bunch in stock. I think these are normally like $430 per wheel. I paid $175 per wheel. But man, I'm psyched about how that looks. Let's get it up against the car here. Oh yeah, it's gonna look sick. So that's the wheels. We'll get the rest of these open, check for damage. Tires, did the same thing I've done on my E55 for the past 4 years. The eBay special Lexani LX20s. These are You know, like I said, cheap eBay tire, but I've had a bunch of sets of them on my E55. They're quiet, smooth. They last a decent amount of time if you don't do burnouts all the time, which I usually do. 275s in the rear, 265s in the front. I mean, I could have put expensive tires on this thing, but I mean, if I drive this anything like I drive my E55, it's gonna be a lot of burnouts, donuts. You know, I don't wanna spend $400 a tire on a set of Michelin Pilot Sports when, you know, you got 550 horsepower on tap and a lot of stoplights around town. So Lexani tires it is. So let's get these things, let's get this car up in the air, pop the wheels off, and do some initial fitment checks before we go to the tire shop. Well, front's on. We've got clearance, but man, is it close to the strut here. I mean, I really wish I could have done an 8.5-inch wheel, but like I said, I think that this wheel is actually discontinued in this silver finish. So the only thing that was left was a 9.5. So square setup, 20 by 9.5 front and rear. Looks like the offset's gonna be just about perfect. Completely flush. I almost wish it tucked in a little bit more, but that should be really nice fitment there. Cool. So might have to take a couple more measurements just to be sure, but the tire I think is going to be well within inside this bead here. So hopefully we don't have to do any sort of grinding or anything on the strut here. I think we should be good, but man, is that close. All right. Let's check the back. Damn, fitment on the back looks perfect. I think it's gonna be just flush. Tons and tons of clearance to all the suspension and everything like that. So I think we're good there. Not worried about the back. The front, I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little bit worried about clearance to the spindle. The offset of my new wheels tucks it in. Well, first of all, it's a 9.5-inch wheel, factory's 9. And it's gonna be close to this strut in here, especially this is a 255. The tires I bought are 265. If I'd known it was gonna be this close, I probably would have ordered a 255, but here we are. So we'll see what happens with the front. I think fitment's gonna be good as far as the wheel, but we'll see about the tire. I don't wanna space the wheel out anymore because it's already gonna be flush, but I'm hoping that we'll be okay. But for now, we're gonna load this thing up, try and get all these wheels and tires into this car because I wanna bring it to my buddy tomorrow so he can mount all 4 wheels and tires and give me an inspection sticker as well. So gonna see if we can fit all of, 4 wheels, 4 big tires in a 4-door E-Class. So let's see if we can get it done. Hey, look at this. Advanti Racing, official supplier to Mercedes Petronas Formula One team. We got ourselves a race car now. Well, we did it. 4 tires, 4 20 by 9.5 wheels, and a W212 E-Class. Not too shabby. 2 wheels in the back seat, 1 still in the box. I probably could have fit 2, but whatever. 2 wheels back here. These obviously had to come out of the box and trunk. The 265 tires in the passenger rear seat. And the 275 front tires, or rear tires in the front seat. It is tight in there, and in the morning, it is definitely gonna smell like a tire factory in here. I might actually open the windows and leave these open, but this is what we gotta do to get this thing there, get an inspection sticker, and should be good. So, catch you guys tomorrow. We'll get these things mounted, see how they look on the car. What a difference, huh? So we're back from the tire shop. Got these beautiful 20-inch Avanti reins mounted, balanced on the car, and they look fantastic. I apologize. I was going to talk to you guys outside, but it is like gale force winds right now, so you probably wouldn't be able to hear me. So excuse the lift post, but I mean, this is exactly the look I was going for. Very similar to the factory available 19-inch wheels. Super clean, super simple. Show off those big brakes. I absolutely love this. Couldn't be happier with how these wheels came out. Also got the windows tinted, same package I always do. 5% on the sides and rear, 35% on the whole windshield. Same thing as the Vet, same thing as my truck. So just a few, some wheels and some tint. We are well on our way to having ourselves one sweet Benz here. Actually, this is really good lighting to show you guys this front bumper. You see that? I talked about this in a previous video, but that's bad. That thing needs paint. It's only in certain lights, you guys can probably tell on video, but just you know, orange peel and not enough coverage, and we're gonna take care of that. But anyways, the next thing on the list that I think I'd like to tackle is this right here, chrome window trim. I don't hate it, but at the same time, I'm thinking we might wrap this and see how it looks all black. I know I've seen a few pictures of this chassis car done that way. Looks awesome. Same thing with back here, this little strip right here. I don't know if I'm gonna remove this or not to wrap it, but I'm by no means an experienced wrapper.
Hey yo, traffic, looking for my chapstick, feeling kinda car sick. There's a Ford Maverick.
But I have wrapped a few things in the past, so we do have some extra 3M gloss black wrap. So yeah, let's dive in, give this a shot, see if we can't get these window frames wrapped and that rear trunk trim piece wrapped. Chrome delete kit. All right, so we finished the window trim wrap process here. I used 3M 1080 gloss black wrap that I've had in my cabinet for like 5 years now. I totally forgot that I had it. Came out really good. Yeah, I mean, I haven't wrapped anything in a while. Started over there, kind of got the hang of it, and then was able to blast this side out pretty easy. Didn't even use a whole lot of wrap. I had a 3-inch, roll of it. Basically cut it in half, used the top half for this big piece. This top part's all one big piece, and then the bottom, both doors. But, looks really good, looks really sharp. I think really cleans up the side of the vehicle. Kind of goes with the all black theme that we're going for here. Also did this back trunk piece. I think it really cleans up the back here as well. I think I'm gonna do black emblems as well. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, but you can get the OEM E63 and AMG and Star emblems on eBay for relatively cheap. The car's a little dusty. It is my daily driver now, so I've been taking it to work, but looks really good. We'll take it outside so we can get a better view of the whole thing here in a minute, but first I want to replace something on the inside. So we come in here. Here's your command entertainment screen. And this is a really common issue on I think all of the late 2000s, early 2010 cars, is this command knob here. See, I'm trying to change the channel. Doesn't do anything. Basically, this knob is broken internally. It works when you kind of punch it over to the side. So we can go up here, change this, but scrolling, nothing. So, I mean, the radio works just fine you know, just kind of punching it over like this, but it's a little slow and I want to fix this. So got the replacement piece right here. I guess there's just a little plastic, I don't even know what you call this thing, selector rod or coupler, whatever. Kind of goes internally in here. That's again, the OEM one is plastic and it just breaks over the years. So there's no physical connection between this knob and the actual device that's, you know, telling the radio to change. So got this one. So real quick, while we got the car in the garage, we got to pop this center console off, pull this whole assembly out, we get it up on the workbench, get this replaced. Alright guys, well here's the culprit. Basically the shaft that connects the actual knob that you're turning to the device that's basically sending a signal to change the radio station or whatever you're trying to do. They always break. Apparently it's a really common issue with this chassis. You got thin plastic here, which is not focusing, connected to you know, a metal insert there. So basically on eBay or anywhere, you can get this like $5 aluminum, all aluminum replacement one. So yeah, now we basically put this all back together in reverse order with this new piece and we should have a working command knob again. Look at that. Look at this. DJ Sullivan on the ones and twos. Nah, but we did get this thing fixed up. Works perfectly in all directions. Turning, pushing, you name it. Oh, hopefully I didn't just mess the whole audio settings up. We'll figure it out. But yeah, everything works. We are good to go. All right, well that's done. Let's get this thing outside, get a better look at it. Well, here she is in the daylight, you guys. Blacked out window trim, brand new wheels, tinted windows, trim around back blacked out. This thing is looking sharp. I've been daily driving it, so it is a little dirty, but you know, overall, very psyched about the look of this thing. Also, check out this random skid pad I just found. Looks like someone's already been here doing that. Abandoned parking lot, perfect spot for pics and maybe some other stuff. But yeah, as far as other cosmetics left to do, I love the wheels, don't love the center caps, so I'm going to be ordering some custom ones. I think the black kind of clashes, so I'd like to get like a silver one with maybe a Mercedes or AMG. So I have some of those on order, but they're coming from somewhere overseas, so I'm going to wait for those for a little bit. I'd like to black out this grille, just like I did on my E55. The only thing I'm kind of concerned about is this Distronic sensor here, so we'll have to think about something for that. Obviously the front bumper needs paint, as we've been over. That's got to get painted. I got a new side markers here. We can do that with the front bumper. So a couple little things left to do on the exterior still. Like I said, thinking about doing some black badges. We'll see though. Quite the cosmetic transformation in this video. But also while we're here, because I found this parking lot and I couldn't really get some good outside footage of it last time, let's try that race start thing again. Well, I don't know what that place was, but off camera I just did a little test skid there and it is perfect for that. So we'll definitely be going back to that spot in future videos, but that's going to do it for this one on the Mercedes. Like I said, in the next video we'll be tackling the front bumper, grille, side markers, and maybe some other stuff. We've also got some mechanical issues with the car that we got to sort out. I think I talked about that a little bit in the first video, and I've already got tons of mods in boxes in the garage ready to go on this thing. So we're going to be cranking out videos on this thing. More to come on the 69 Corvette. You guys know the deal. So that being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. See you in the next one.